Mama se kungi betengo we kumoyi ingumada takana. Okyo sokinu kibangase. Manuele ngando mushisamye. Manuele.
Yeah. So recently I had someone pose the question. He was a traveling dancer. Anytime he got the opportunity, he loved to, travel and visit other cities' dance scenes. And so the question he posed was he was curious to hear about, the dance scenes in other cities. This question was related more so to Kizomba, but we can branch this out to anything. Currently, I reside in I live in Yorktown, Virginia, but my family stays in Richmond, Virginia, so I can speak on Richmond, Virginia, as well as New Orleans, Louisiana. I was just there for 2 years, from October 2017 to August 2019. Lived there for a while. I will speak on Richmond first, and I can speak on the whole scene. So in Richmond, it is a I'm not gonna say very small dance community, but it's a small dance community. One of those communities where at the socials you'll see the same people, which isn't a bad thing. It's just that's just the way it is. You see the same people. For Kizomba, there are maybe 2 or 3 teachers that I know of, and honestly I only know of one. I say 2 or 3 because there might be 2 others that I know of, but currently I only know one. Mr. Boris, he teaches in Richmond, Virginia. He has socials at Aloft every Saturday night. He's been doing that for a couple of years, for a very long time, man. The Kizomba scene in Richmond has kind of stagnated. If you want my honest opinion, I just got back to Richmond, Virginia, in August of this year. Like I said, August 2019. But being gone so long and then coming back, I kind of seen that the scene has not grown much. I don't say this is disrespect. I don't want anyone to say this is disrespect, but I just feel like the scene has kind of stagnated, as well as the dance level, the dancer's skill level has somewhat stagnated as well. These are just things that I've noticed, and me being 100% blunt honest. So, while we do have something which is so much better than nothing, there is still room for improvement. I'm not a teacher. I don't plan on teaching, man. I'm just an avid enthusiast of social dancing, man. So these are some things I saw. So yeah, Kizomba is kind of a stagnant scene. The salsa scene in Richmond it's a bigger scene. There are more teachers out there, so there's a more variety of skill level. I haven't really taken too many salsa classes as of recently since I've been back to Richmond. But the skill level is a wide variation. The beginner class is always something that you'll see. New people coming in and out. That's kind of like a heavy rotation. I imagine that's probably the same thing in a lot of cities, man. So salsa and bachata are very, linked together. So they're about the same scene. Kizomba is, very kind of still a small scene. Brazilian Zouk in Richmond, Virginia, I believe there's one person I know of doing it, and so that's still kind of small here, man. As far as New Orleans, Louisiana, I moved down there with the hopes of finding a much bigger dancing, and sadly, I was disappointed. I could actually compare Richmond and New Orleans, man. Kind of very similar vibes, man. New Orleans, I can speak on my big homie Sergio Zelaya. I've had him on the show. If you're interested in hearing, about him, man, he's a wonderful guy, a great teacher, man, a wonderful teacher, a great lead, a great person, man. I thoroughly enjoy Sergio, man. He teaches classes every Tuesdays, salsa and bachata. Kind of a small scene. The socials are cool, man. Every Thursday night at Dance Quarter, man, he has a social, man, really cool vibe. So salsa and bachata, kind of linked together. There's probably a few other people around town doing it, but still, like I said, it's still kind of a small scene. And I say small scene, I'll say 30 people maybe at a social. And you might say that's a lot, but maybe we'll say 20 to 30 people at a social through the night. Um, so that's just in my opinion, kind of a small scene. Um, the Kizomba scene is about the same as Richmond, man. I'm not gonna say stagnant, but kind of small. One or two people teaching it. Peter JS had him on the show. Check out his episode, as well as a Bianca San Cruz, Bianca San Martin, really my last. Wonderful teacher, man. They're doing some great things for Kizomba, man. B. San Martin. Yeah, so those are two good teachers, man, in New Orleans. The Brazilian Zouk scene in New Orleans is led by the wonderful Tina Singh. Had her on the show as well. She's a wonderful teacher, man. She's very, very passionate about the Brazilian Zouk scene in New Orleans, man. That's like her baby, and she is truly building it up, bringing in outside teachers, doing so much intensive training herself. She has a segunda-feira every Wednesday night. She has class and a social. The Brazilian Zouk scene, I feel like the two cities I've been in, Brazilian Zouk is kind of in its infancy in the U.S. From where I've been, Southern United States, from what I've seen, man. So room for improvement, man. I don't want to talk too much. I just want to, speak on. I really made this video because I would love to hear about the dance scene in your city, man. That's something that I would love to hear about. So please comment down below, because this is something that people can refer to in case they ever visit your city. Speak on who are some great teachers, who to avoid, who has social, one day, one night, man. I would love to hear about the dance scene in your city, so please let me know. Much appreciated. Thank you so much.